Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boys, Jimmy, Daz, and Defo. Right, lads,
Hi,
Hello.
boys.
how you
How we
doing?
doing? All
Hey,
right,
said
Jim.
that. So, Jinx, no comebacks.
Oh, mate. That's
Yeah,
it.
all
I'm
right, mate.
cursed now.
All right. It's a
Good.
nice selection of shirts going on here today, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to
Well, I
say,
mean,
good, solid
yeah,
We don't
choices.
we don't discuss it, do we? We keep it all nice and secret.
It's
Try and
like, yeah, you get that
surprise each other,
surprise,
don't we?
yeah.
Yeah.
until we pop out at the festival with shirts all begin with the same band letter.
Hey, only the best do that, mate,
That's
innit?
Yeah,
freaky, mate. That's
without
happened
even
twice now, hasn't
Yes, yes, yeah.
it? Joined at the mind, mate. That's what it is.
too good, mate.
Right then. So today is a top track special. We've done these before for individual bands, but today we're just discussing a whole load of our favorite albums and picking a favorite song from each. Really is that simple. Have to say, it's a real like good diverse list of albums we're going through today.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is actually, mate. Yeah.
There's
And
like,
might I say that I thoroughly enjoyed going through some of these albums and
mm,
revisiting them, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
same.
So good. Loved it. Loved it.
I did as well, mate. Like I've tried to get some underrated albums in bands' catalogs,
Yes,
ones that
mate.
don't necessarily get enough love. But we've got death metal, black metal, there's some thrash, some punk, some hardcore, hip hop,
A bit of
Yeah.
what we like in it. A little bit of what we
bit of
like.
what we like, Def. That's it, a little bit of everything, mate. Um, so let's kick this off then. Album number one, AFI's absolutely classic, Sing the Sorrow, an album that turned 21 yesterday.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
Oh, happy
Bloody hell,
birthday,
happy
King.
birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, you're now legally old enough to drink in the States, Sing the Sorrow. So fair play to you. We'll just do this in the normal order then. Me, Daz, Def, in that order. I've got it's an absolute basic bitch choice, right? I know it is. But Girls Not Grey is my favorite track on this album, man. First song I heard on MTV2 ever, first AFI song I ever heard on MTV2 was this track. Instantly hooked, mate. Def, I heard this track, immediately put my shoes on, walked up to St. Albans City Centre HMV when it was still there, bought the album, mate.
When a song or an album or something does that, then you
Yeah,
know it's one forever, isn't it, mate?
you know, mate. You know, 3 minute 10 of musical perfection. You know, we always talk about little bits in music that get you every time. You know, the last chorus and it's got that higher, well, follow, whoa, mate, that bit,
Proper state. It's
fucking
like state.
goosebumps
It's like stadium sort of sound, isn't
every
it?
time I hear that, man.
Lighters in the air, isn't it?
Girls Not Grey is my pick. Had to be, man. Had to be.
Nice, mate. That's a wicked pick. So, talking about bits on songs that do it for you every time, the it's always going to be the 1 minute 10 mark on the Death of Seasons, where the drum and bass break every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Man.
just so good. It was genius, man. Like, they were so far ahead of their game back then as well. Like,
Yeah.
it was wicked. So yeah, I mean, the chorus is unbelievable as well. You know, and it wept for me.
Oh, what
So
a big
good,
banger,
mate.
man. What a
Big
big
banger.
tune.
What a fucking album this is, mate.
Incredible
You couldn't
record,
have
mate.
picked a bad song off it, really, to be
No,
fair.
no, no, no. Absolutely not.
Impossible.
No.
Right.
What
Yeah.
you got, Def?
I've got for me. This was going back. I'm not really a massive AFI head like you two. You Art of Drowning and Sing the Sorrow, probably the only two that I've really sort of got into over the years. But there was a track on here that I remember listening to when we were doing this. Like, I remember you. You were a beauty. It's paper airplanes.
Oh,
Oh,
fair
Paper
enough.
fucking hell.
airplanes
That's
is a
out of left field,
tune.
mate.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that is out of left
just
field.
one of those tracks. The way the vocals are, very anthemic, very catchy. Yeah, just a great
Yeah.
track. And as soon as I heard it, it was like, there you go, friend. How you doing? Yeah,
Well,
great
I
there
didn't
you
see that
track.
coming, mate, but that's wicked.
Yeah, I
No,
love that track.
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I love the
your
deep
two
cuts.
picks were in there. They're great fucking
Yeah.
Well, Leaving Song Part Two is an absolute banger as well,
yes.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
it is.
close. That was close for
Yeah.
me, but
it's called before this we were saying, oh, I hope we haven't all got loads of the same songs. And
It's a
first
good
record,
start, isn't it? It's a
3
good
different
start.
picks, and
Yeah.
Def has come out with a left field one, so that's a good start. So right then, album number 2 then, Behemoth's all-time classic, The Satanist. Now I remember when we did the best of the 2010s, wasn't it? We spoke about this album. So I put this in again because I thought, I wonder if any of our picks will have changed having gone back to the album. But it has not changed one iota for me. Aura Pro Nobis Lucifer is still my favorite track on this record. That regal, majestic, black and death metal fucking juggernaut, mate. The chorus is awesome. Thine is the kingdom and the power.
Oh,
The ride cymbal taps in the chorus, mate. Ding, 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 like fucking hell every time. And then the best bit, that bass slide, ooh, dude, into
Yes.
that fucking stomping riff is unstoppable, man. It's an absolutely brilliant fucking track. Yeah, it's still my favorite pick after revisiting this album 100 times since we spoke about it last.
wow. Mine's the same.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same, mate. Yeah,
It's the
of course it is. It's that riff, mate, isn't it? Doing it, just going like on like it's like, you know, got the fucking galloping drums of Inferno, just like it's like a fucking maelstrom of like nuts shit, mate, going on. It's amazing.
It's that riff in the
Yeah.
middle, that's that do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Oh, fucking savage breakdown as well, innit? And
Yeah, that's
you
it.
know, they got the horns and the trumpets and stuff. Like
Yep.
it's unbelievable, mate. It's
Oh,
unbelievable.
mate.
Unbelievable track.
I'm going to be a letdown here. My favorite track on here
Yep.
is Aura Pro Nobis Lucifer. It had to be, mate. New Wave Behemoth. This is one of their best tracks, mate.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is when this
gotta be.
track kicks in, like proper fucking, like you said, those gallops, mate.
Yeah.
Get out of
Yeah.
here, mate. This is fucking Behemoth on fire, mate. Yeah, absolute fucking belter of a track, mate. There was not going to be nothing else. As soon as I come to this, I knew already. It was like, yeah, that's the easiest answer ever. I was writing it down before I even looked at it. You know, it's
Oh, bro, that's so
track,
good
mate.
because
So good.
I thought, I wonder
It's
if anyone
ridiculous.
will change their mind.
It's too
show-
good, that track, mate. It's too
Yeah, it's
good.
too
It's
good.
too
is
fucking good,
It
mate.
is
is
too
too
good.
good.
It is too good.
Oh,
And that's a casual reminder. If you haven't listened to The Satanist in a while, go back and do it. It'll blow your brains out like it.
Bloody hell, yes.
I'm super excited to see like what everybody else thinks. You know, we usually put these up at the end. I'm
we
interested
will
to
do.
see like whether that's just like a landslide or whether
Bass
you know
slide,
there's some
mate.
other
Bass slide. Yeah.
it's gonna be a riff slide, mate.
Yeah, we'll put it up at, on Twitter after, but I think the general consensus when a lot of people said we spoke about it after the 2010 special was that was the standout, wasn't it? So
It's gotta be in it.
yeah. Right, album number 3 then is, I think, a really massively underrated album in the Black Dahlia Murders discography. We're going for Ever Black is the name of the record. Doesn't get enough love, I don't think, this record.
Nah, definitely not.
Ooh,
I think
maybe not.
recently-
I see quite a lot of people like. I've seen quite a lot of love for this one, but I know what you mean, Jim. There's a lot that kind of go under the radar a bit.
Yeah, when like there's discography rankings and stuff, it doesn't tend to. It's
midway,
kind of
innit?
sits
It's
in the
in
middle,
midway-
a lot, do
middle,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? So
Yeah, but then on Metal Twitter, it's just like top 3.
Yeah, it's always mentioned, isn't it? If there's a metal Twitter ranking.
the best track on here, or my favorite track on here, "Raped in Hatred" by Thines of Thorns, mate, is my favorite track on here. One of the catchiest tunes the Black Dahlia Murder ever wrote, I think. It's got a great chorus, real catchy riffs. Trevor's fucking sounds incredible on this track, like
Yeah,
painting that gnarly story from The Evil Dead, which I think was his favorite horror film, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he's painting the story of that film in words, which I like. That's me and you ain't horror heads,
no, I don't like this. I don't like this track.
but you can picture it in your head because he
Yes.
was such a fucking brilliant storyteller. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. Like, and it's not like I don't like the track. Like, in the general sense of what you'd think it means. Like it makes me feel uncomfortable. So I mean, I like the track, but it does make me feel really like, oh, like,
It's
you know,
it's
They've done their job. They've
he's
done
done
their
his job,
job.
hasn't he?
They've done their
mate.
job.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and the scene in the film, like, you know, I haven't seen the film, but like I've seen that, and I'm just like, fuck that, no, definitely no,
And
like,
he
proper no.
put that into words, and it
Yeah,
makes you feel as uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah, it does.
fucking
Yeah,
unbelievable. The leads
yeah.
on here are brilliant as well.
Mm.
Massively underrated track, I think. Yeah, Raped in Hatred by Vines of Thorns is my number one pick on this record.
A worthy pick, mate.
Thanks, man.
Now I would have picked Seppuku off of this album, but it's a
Mm.
bonus track, so I'm not gonna like use that loophole.
I
That
was
is
just about to say
great,
it's a
great
great
track,
track.
But
man.
well, I mean, it's just if they had to put it on the album, it would have been
Loophole.
by a landslide. Yeah, but it's a bonus track, so I've went with Goat of Departure. You
Oh,
know,
wicked.
yes. I mean, look, that opening scream is iconic, and it's one for the
Yeah.
history books.
Yeah,
You
it
got
is.
Ryan Knight's riffs. Again, Trevor's one of his best performances. I think he's committed to disc.
Mm.
Yeah, Goat of Departure, and it's got to be.
There were so
Fucking
many on here, man. That I went back and when you go back and listen to this album, it is front to back,
yeah.
top drawer, isn't it? Really is.
It is.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
the artwork for me seals the deal for this. This is one of my favorite
Yeah, it's a proper
artworks.
standout, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So my little laugh, I think after Daz said "Go to Departure," gave it away because my favorite track is "Go to Departure."
Oh, is it?
It's just a classic. Everything that
It's
you
a classic.
mentioned about Raped in Hatred, Jim, and what Daz has said is what I feel. I feel it's one of Trev's best performances. He sounds great. It's very catchy. The way the vocals flow, the way everything about that track is, to me, it's a fucking great Black Dahlia track.
Yeah.
And it's a big
Yeah.
standout, mate. And it's track 2. So the opening track is fucking amazing.
Oh.
So going to then Go to Departure, you're like, oh my God. It's just a 1-2 hit. And then it continues in that 4-man onwards. Yeah, fucking phenomenal. But yeah, Go to Departure, mate, the one for me.
Blood Mine's well up there as well.
Yeah, really good.
That was like runner up for me.
This album followed. Did this album follow up Deflorate, or was that Ritual?
I think so.
Or did
Ritual.
Yeah, and then this followed. So there was like Ritual was deemed as their masterpiece, isn't there? So it was a lot of pressure on them for this record, and they fucking smashed it, man. I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everblack's
Yeah,
a
man,
brilliant
good.
record, man. Right then, album number 4. Some more death metal brilliance with In Flames Colony record. One of those one of the trilogy of fucking just perfect
All
mellow
time.
death records. I've gone with the opening track, Embody the Invisible.
Nice.
Nice.
Mate, what a way to start a record. It for me, what seals this is that lead guitar line.
Yeah.
It's just fucking absolute perfection, that guitar line, mate. It's so infectious, so catchy. You can see why, like, In Flames just influenced everybody. And when you get a guitar line like that, you can hear it in a million bands since they dropped this record. Those like little lead lines are just, their DNA is all over fucking tons and tons of metal.
Oh God,
They're like the
yeah.
Genghis Khan of like metal bands, isn't it? Where the DNA is just everywhere.
Everyone's related to In Flames
their
somewhere.
semen is in everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a bit of In Flames spunk
Yeah,
in
everyone's related to In Flames somewhere along the line. Yeah, and Anders on this track, in this era especially, one of my favorite voices in heavy music,
Yeah.
like ever. Yeah, it could have been one of, I had 3 or 4 on my shortlist for this record, but Embody the Invisible is the one I kept coming back to.
Yeah. I mean, again, you can't go wrong with any pick-up of this album, can you?
No, mate.
I felt this was a really difficult task, actually.
Mm.
But I ended up having to, it was just like a breakdown that separated it. And I went with, I'm going to go with Scorn.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's got to be Scorn, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, the guitar work, it's just absolutely magnificent. Like, but it's the quality throughout the entire record, isn't it? You know,
It's got that classic mellow death stamp. Those
it's got that
patterns,
stamp,
the
mate, that's it.
sound of it is just
Yeah,
Gothenburg, innit? It just screams
Yes, mate.
Swedish, mate.
absolutely. Yeah, it screams at you, mate. Like proper
That's
magnificence.
that's so on point for you. A breakdown sealed the deal.
I
Like,
knew
Yeah,
it.
it did.
As
It
soon
was
as you
that.
said that,
It was
I
like, oh.
knew exactly
You know,
what it was,
what
mate.
Scorn got that the others maybe don't have a breakdown. Okay,
so on point, man.
sold. Mate, it did never gets old, man.
No, no, no.
I'll tell you what else doesn't get old. Me having the same answer as Daz.
Oh
Scorn.
yes, Dad.
Come on, mate.
Yes,
Scorn.
mate.
I had it as one of our
Yes,
daily
boy.
bangers picked. Remember?
Yes, you did.
It was,
Bro, yeah, you did.
It's a fucking tune, man. It's so
Yeah, you
anthemic.
did.
Again, it's got that mellow death classic sound that you want, and it's just In Flames. Brilliance, man. This era, mate, of In Flames were unfucking touchable, mate. And like you said, Jim, you can hear it 25 years later. You can hear those little sounds,
Yep.
the way the tracks flow. They're not copying, but they're heavily, heavily influenced. It just shows how good and how well appreciated this band are. But
Yeah.
Scorn is just a banger for me, man. But
Yeah.
again, it could have been 2 or 3. There was a few others,
Mate,
but
seriously, like I was like, oh yeah, like Man Main God. It's like an instrumental. I was like, this could be in with a shout.
that's a great
Yeah,
track.
that's
No
Yeah.
fucking
mental, innit?
vocals, mate. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, maybe this could be it.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. Right, Def, next album up, one that's very near and dear to your heart, mate.
Woohoo!
Your
Yes.
album of the decade, wasn't it? Last
It was,
decade.
mate. It was.
Whitechapel with the Valley. Masterpiece of modern. I wouldn't even call it. It's not deathcore anymore. It's death metal, man. Yeah, the Valley is the record. There was only one choice on here for me. Instant, when a demon defiles a witch. The track
knew
that
that'd be your
opens it
favourite.
up. Mate, this is the track that really got me into Whitechapel. I was never really a fan before.
really?
Oh, okay.
In all honesty, not. Well, I like them, but they were not a band that I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for new Whitechapel, which is where I am now. Do you know what I mean? And I think this is the best song they've ever recorded. Like, it's fucking blew my mind when I first heard this. Those beautiful cleans at around 2 minutes 30.
Unreal.
When he comes in with that, what has the world come to when a demon defiles a witch bit?
Yeah.
Is fucking Bozeman is unbelievable on this record. The chorus on this track is so fucking powerful as well. Like, it's an unbelievable piece of songwriting. This
It's a masterpiece, mate. It's a
It
masterpiece.
is. And I love this era now. For this and Kin are
Yeah.
two of my favorite albums of the last.
This change
God
of
knows how many years.
direction that they've gone in is just made them. I mean, they were a great band before. I was a big fan of them before, but this turn, what they're in now, is just they're fucking on mountain high, man.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, that opening track, man, is just majestic.
Yeah, they needed to come out of that deathcore thing anyway. I kind of got into them at around This Is Exile, and they just like were the top of the pack, really, weren't they? So
Yeah, completed it, mate, haven't they?
completed it, mate. You know, and this is like way more dynamic and stuff anyway. Like, you know, as you said. So
Agreed.
this was another one. I had a fucking rough time, man, picking a song for this because again, every song on it is a worldie.
They're standout,
It is,
isn't it?
mate.
I'm interested to hear this. I'm interested to hear this.
It was good. It was Hickory Creek was so close, mate. I was just like absolute, like such an emotive song.
Yeah.
But I ended up going with The Other Side.
Ooh.
Oh, wicked!
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I went with The Other Side because I was just like I was listening to it, and you know, the lyrics are so good. I think The Other Side, for all the hatred and pain, I'll stand by my brother's side. We'll overcome and make it out to the other side. Once in the dirt, now above the clouds. I am free, I am godlike, mate. And that just makes you just fucking want to like just put your head through a wall, doesn't it?
It does, mate.
And he's just like, oh, God, it's like
Bozeman,
like,
this
mate,
record is
unbelievable.
on another level, mate. I like
On
that little
another level.
left field pick there.
I wasn't expecting that. No, that's good.
Mate, yeah, I could have picked I can't remember the name of the other song that's like that diss track to his old man.
Yeah, there's.
I can't remember what it's called now, but
Oh, hold on a minute.
I'll be coming
Yeah.
to that in a bit, mate. I've got my speech lined up.
but it was right, but it was that was in as well, man. You know, but as we said, Jim, like a sensational vocal performance from
Yeah, oh,
from
mate.
Phil, and I think you know, on that song, on the other side as well, the guitar melodies from Ben Savage and the solo, unbelievable, mate. So
Just
Great pick, that,
that'd
mate.
be
Great
yeah.
pick.
Yeah, like I said, this album just blew my mind, man. Just like it said, you know, different dynamics they were using, these different sounds, these cleans from Phil. But what I like is a very pissed off Phil. And that comes in Forgiveness is Weakness.
Oh,
To
That's
open
yeah,
the
mate.
a
fucking
fucking
tune,
track, you know, with that down, 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 he is finally dead, and it just
mate.
fucking crashes in, man. When I first heard that, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah, mate.
Whitechapel are back, mate. They can do these nice, you know, slow melodies, you know, but when Phil's pissed, mate, get the fuck out of here, mate. And that is
Oh.
2
Finally
minutes
dead, mate.
55
Holy
of
shit.
pure death metal, mate. That is just him raging. And it's just everything. The guitars are ramped up. They're just, oh, mate, it's a fucking banger.
We just said about you being on brand. That is so on
Yeah.
brand with Death
Yeah,
Forever.
oh, mate.
Just picks the
Yeah.
gnarliest fucking
Gnarly,
track on
mate.
the
And
album.
it is. Everything else
Mate,
has got that
it was-
balance.
It was close. It was fucking tight, mate. Because that, you know, that was one of the ones that was in for me as well. But
I think because that
you know,
track keeps on that level, there's
yeah,
moments like that in other tracks
yeah,
where they have this sort of roller coaster, where he has his roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is Weakness is above the fucking line. And I
Yeah.
think that's why
this
for
song of the
me, it's,
century, innit,
oh God, mate. Yeah. And you know,
Yeah.
he's fucking pissed.
mate?
And yeah, just a fucking wonderful album. There could have been, I mean, Black Bear's a great fucking track as
Black
well.
Bear, that's the
Yeah.
one I was just
Black
thinking
Bear,
about,
mate,
mate.
is a
That
Black
is
banger.
Bear's fucking
that
unreal, mate.
groove, mate, in that track.
God, it's so good. But
Forget
yeah,
about it.
Forgiveness of Weakness, mate, is
Yeah.
something else, man.
I
What
had
an
to
album.
chuck that album in, Def, just so that give you the chance to revisit it and like.
Oh
I
God,
know,
mate.
like
It's,
just
mate,
let you talk about that record again.
Jesus, mate. Yeah, thank you.
Unbelievable. Right, so album 6 then is a comeback album that from a band that I put on Twitter yesterday. Their newer stuff doesn't get enough praise. At the Gates, At War with Reality is the name of the record. So I changed my mind like on this about 5 or 6 times between 2 tracks, and in the end I just did Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, mate, because I
Oh
just like
shit,
I just couldn't
that's up.
fucking
That's science.
but I've gone with Eater of Gods.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's my favorite track on here. It's a straight up to start with. A straight up at the
Yeah.
gates ripper. It's got fucking cool riffs, wicked solo. But then around 2 minutes, you get this really like nice clean guitar passage that just goes into this like moody mid-tempo stomp, and then you get super Tommy Lindbergh like spoken word part, and then the last minute,
Super Tommy Lindbergh.
Super Tommy. The last minute of this track is just majestic. It's only about 3.5 minutes long, and like
Yeah.
it goes through like 3 kind of separate stages. It's just fucking genius, mate. It's a brilliant, brilliant song. And the title track was the one that I was like, it's to and froing with, because it's a brilliant tune. But that would have been, I think that might have been a bit too obvious. So yeah, Eater of Gods is it's like down like towards the end of the album as well, which you just
Yeah,
like,
I think it's Trap Before Lost. It's
yeah,
Trap
it
Before
is
Lost.
mental.
Pretty much,
Fucking
yeah.
brilliant tune, man.
Mate, my pick's the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's
yes,
the same.
mate,
I was listening to it and I was like, yeah, I was like fucking like proper like, you know, as you say, like just the riffs, mate, and
Yeah.
my head involuntarily banging a lot.
You can't
And I
help
was
it with
like,
this tune, mate.
I was like, oh, what's that? What song's this then? And I was just like, oh yeah, it's Eater of Gods. And I was like, this is quite late. like
It
into
is,
the album.
mate.
I was like, oh, it's like one of the deepest cuts you could find without being the like end track.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, I was
mental.
just like, oh, okay, that'll be. I was like, well, it's definitely this one. I was like, it's definitely that one for me. But I was like, oh, I wonder if the other two will have that because it's quite a deep cut. I was
It
like, it's
is.
probably going to go
It
well
is a
under the
deep
radar. But yeah, I'm glad you got that as well.
No, mate, that's the one. That and the
Yeah,
title
it's
track
the
were the
one.
ones.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that is a great song.
mate,
Yeah.
banger.
There was a
What you
few
got,
on
Def?
Eater of Gods was a nomination, but it didn't win. Heroes and
Yeah.
Tombs was close, very
Yeah,
close. I really
mate,
like
that
that
was
track.
close, mate.
The
Yeah,
title track is great, but I've gone with my old mate because I've had many fucking friendly discussions with him. Death in the Labyrinth,
Oh
track
yeah.
2.
oh yeah,
That
yeah.
has that melodic Gothenburg groovy stamp all over it. That that sort of stop start, fucking amazing, mate. Tommy sounds great.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes, job done. And then you go into the title track. Get the fuck out of here, mate.
See you later.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
We said as well, haven't we? Like, I love the fact they didn't just come out with a Slaughter of the Soul clone all them years later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
came out with
you
something
can't,
a bit darker, a bit moodier.
you
And it
can't do it
suited their
again,
sound. You
can
know what I
you?
mean? It suited their sound. It's different from Slaughter of the Soul, but it's you listen to it now and you think that's out the gates.
That's it. They kept
That's
that
how they
signature at the gate sound, but they've pushed their sound, haven't they, into different
Exactly.
directions. I think they should be applauded so much, man, for their post reunion stuff. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, wicked choices there, boys. Right. Album number 7 then. One of the most controversial, divisive albums in metal history. That's fair to say, isn't it?
I would think
Sepultura
so.
Roots.
Yeah.
You either love or hate this album. There doesn't seem to be anyone who goes, yeah, Roots is all right.
Where are you
But
two? Where are you two at with that?
I fucking love it, mate.
Mate, yeah,
this was
I'd
the
love it
day
as well.
one. This was the day one down our price.
This was a
Buying
school
it.
days album for me and you.
School
Def, wasn't
Days
it?
album, yeah. I think it's a fucking great album.
Yeah, I do as well. I don't hear that it's a new metal album. Argument.
No,
It's
no.
made by Ross Robbins, produced by Ross Robinson. That's about as, and it's got a few
might have
simple
John
riffs,
Davis on it
but
as well.
it's not a new metal record, man. Oh man, I was thinking like, oh, I've got a left field choice here, but now I'm wondering, have I? Because we've all been going a little bit. Straight Hate is my pick on this one.
Straight Hate. That's a tune.
Mate.
Straight. But yes,
Yeah.
that bit is fucking sick, mate.
It's got a fat, groovy head nodder of a riff, mate. Like Max sounds so pissed off on this. One of the lyrics, my favourite, is walking now on different dirty streets. That little nod back to inner self.
Yeah.
So fucking cool. And then you get the breakdown, don't you, in the middle, building up to that like that simple riff at the end, man, and you just cannot help but fucking when that riff kicks in.
Yeah,
it was between this, Cutthroat was right up there.
Cutthroat's a fucking tune, man.
The ending of that.
Yeah, it's the best. Yes.
It's unbelievable. And Attitude was the other in my sort of 3 shortlist. But
yeah.
Straight Hate wins it on the day, mate.
Well, I had the same one for ages. Straight Hate.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. And then I was like, Cutthroat is well in there as well.
Cutthroat is
Cutthroat.
And then I thought,
Cutthroat.
and then I had
That's a tune.
Ramata Rahata or whatever.
That's a fucking. I love that. Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
The video to that, mate,
it's
genius
wicked.
as well.
Mate,
so good, man.
Rahata is a fucking tune, man.
It was on that mixtape that guy gave to me like back in like school. So it was just like,
so that's got a sentimental.
Like this was actually my entry point to Sepultura pretty much.
Shit.
Yeah, like he wasn't it must have been like Chaos AD and then this, but like there was a couple of songs from Roots on the mixtape. But I would have still been like fairly young back then. I think can't quite remember when this came out.
96.
Yeah,
96.
Yeah, so I was like 11.
Fucking hell. Nice.
Yeah, that's young.
I heard it later on though. You know what I mean? I would have been about 14, 15.
Yeah.
That sort of time. Because, you know, we had a conversation ages ago, remember? And you were just like, oh, so, you know, it was an entry point was like Sepultura. And I was like, yeah, but like it's not like fucking Death Thrash Arise or whatever. It
No,
was.
no.
It was
No.
this. It was
Tribal.
This
It was
sort of stuff,
Got a bit of
yeah.
groove in there, isn't it? And
yeah, but you know, it was hard, mate. But like, I kind of, it's a bit of a cop out, but I think I went with Roots. I went with the
No,
title
it's not-
track
it's not a
because I
cop out,
just
mate.
think it's iconic. I
It
just
is
think it's
iconic.
iconic. The riff's iconic. The capoeira, you know, I remember like watching
Yeah.
the video.
The video is
Wicked.
know,
iconic.
I just
yeah.
feel right. It's Roots, bloody Roots, isn't it? Got to be for
It's
me.
a classic, mate. It's a
It's
classic.
Classic, but
is.
straight hate, mate. Fucking right up in there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, bangers, mate.
I love this
Oh,
record, mate.
Yeah,
I
I
love
it's not what you
this
said, Jim. I
record.
don't understand it. Like, I don't get the new
I
metal
think because
fucking shit.
everyone loved the Death Thrash era.
Yeah.
Chaos AD
Well,
got the same hate, mate.
I reckon
It got
definitely.
it got the
wild.
same hate because it was, you could see this is a perfect follow-on from Chaos, because Chaos AD already had
Yeah.
the tribal things were getting added.
Yeah.
It's a very similar album
I
to
think
Roots.
if
it's
Not
natural
you,
progression.
I think
Yeah.
maybe if you were a Thrash old head, like maybe 10 years older than us, and you'd got into them on Beneath the Remains, I guess this might have been a step
Oh,
too
you'd
far
be
too
for
pissed.
some
far.
people.
Yeah.
You'd be
Um,
fucking pissed.
But for us, I got into them on Chaos AD. So for me,
Yeah, yeah.
Same. Yeah.
it was an easy journey to go back and go, holy shit, that stuff was good.
Yeah.
But I was already there with Roots and Chaos
You're
AD.
sold.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, same as that. Mate.
Exactly. Yeah, my throat track's Attitude. One of the best breakdowns at the beginning, mate. That fucking breakdown, mate, gives me goosebumps every time, mate. It's fucking superb, mate.
Yeah.
Cutthroats up there, Ratamahatta, Straight Hate. Fucking hell, mate. Endangered Species, Dictatorship. Fuck me, mate.
Breed Apart.
Breed Apart's a
Fucking
tune.
Black Days.
Spit is a tune.
Look
Yes,
Away,
it
the
is a
whole
tune.
album's a tune, mate.
Mate,
Mate,
it's-
seriously, honestly, like we're reading them off, mate. It's front to back.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
fucking absolute smashing record, man.
It is. An Attitude, mate. It's got like 3 different breakdowns. That one at the end, man. That do 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 do. Oh, mate. Down, 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 down. And it's all those little tribal guitar-y bits
Yeah.
that they just add. And it's just, yeah, it's a fucking wonderful album, mate.
Mate, there'll be
It
no
is.
dunking on Roots round here, man.
No, mate.
This is
Yeah.
No.
this is a Roots fan zone right
This
here.
is a
Yeah.
Roots fan zone, mate. Damn
This
right.
is only Roots.
Only subscribe for $5.99 a month to hear us three raving about Roots every month.
Yeah. We just do the cutthroat with it. Cutthroat. That's it. That's
Only-
where your
Roots,
money's
mate.
gone. That's where your money's gone
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're starting that next month.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, great album. Oh, what a lovely time that was.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Album number 8 then. Children of Bodom with their classic Hate Crew Death Roll. Again, this was an instant for me. Bang, first track, Needle 24/7 is look up Face Melter in the dictionary. And there's a picture of Alexi Leo playing this tune, mate. Like, it's the first Children of Bodom track I heard because this was the first album as I heard. Thanks to my cousin Ricky. Hello, Rick. I know you're listening.
Oh, well, Rickster.
That when they fired on all cylinders like this, mate, Children of Bodom were untouchable. Like for this style of music, they are untouchable. Great chorus, amazing lead work. Alexi's vocals full of character. It's an unbelievable song, mate. And like to have a chorus that catchy is just should be criminal.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the same pick.
Oh, great. Yeah, yeah.
It's just,
Mate, it's
again, it's just like as you said, it's a classic opener, classic track. You know, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
A Foot Away From You is a bit. It is like a bit closer to heaven. Then again, it's like being needled 24/7. Unbelievable.
it's perfect. isn't it?
Genius, musical
literally
genius,
perfect.
lyrical genius. Yeah, yeah, and the solo between 2:30 and 2:55. Fucking hell, mate, absolutely off his bonce, man. He was
God tier, mate.
riffing away.
Solos. Yeah.
Yeah, shooing.
I've gone with the track after, 6 Pounder.
Oh,
6 Pounder's a fucking tune, mate. That breakdown in that, mate. It goes like Pantera, isn't it?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so fucking good. It's got that sort of Dimmu Borgir, dun, 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 you know that weird, it's fucking mental. Guitar plays mental. And to end a song with 666, that's it, mate. Sold. Fuck you, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking tune, mate. Six pounder.
Put a ribbon on it, Def.
Mate, but that 1-2, mate, is one of the fucking best 1-2, mate. It's unbelievable, mate.
Yeah. To open an album up with those 2 tracks.
Those 2 tracks, mate, they're fucking just iconic, mate. Yeah.
That is some Charlie.
Unbelievable. What an album, mate. Yeah. What an album.
Talking of what an album number 9, we're going slightly off the
just
metal track here. Cypress Hill's all-time classic, Black Sunday. I had to go with Cock the Hammer on this track.
Wow! Wow!
Okay.
That's from the Last Action Hero soundtrack.
Yes, it is.
First Cypress Hill song I ever heard because of that soundtrack.
Did you see the film? Did you have the soundtrack or was it the film? Did you see the film?
My mate Shane had the soundtrack.
Oh, sick, man.
And it had
I had both. I had both. Yeah.
That soundtrack is legendary. Alice in Chains, Megadeth, all sorts of. But that bass line, mate. Doom, 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 doom.
Well, majority of the tracks, isn't it? It's
mate. It's got a hard as fucking nails beat. This song as well. It's just got like a real dark, ominous atmosphere to this. There's like samples of thunderstorms and rain and lightning and stuff in the background.
They were good at stuff at doing like that, weren't it?
Yeah. Be Real and Sendog just fucking annihilate this tune. Me and you used to fucking quote lyrics to this album all the time in school.
All the time, mate. All the time. I think we must have known this album word by word,
front to back, mate. Yeah. But this track still, it was between this and I Ain't Going Out Like That were the 2 that I was toying with, but Cock the Hammer took it for me just for sentimental reasons for being the first Cypress tune I heard. So yeah, Cock the Hammer, mate. Classic.
Fair play, man. That was in contention for me out of 2 tracks. It was either Cock the Hammer or the pick that I went with was Hand on the Glock.
Oh, that's yes, mate.
I did. A little bit left field.
That is left field, mate. That is.
Yeah, well, you know, the reason why I went with that is just because of the la 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 la.
Yeah.
And that's on Meth and Redman's The Rockwilder from the Blackout album. That's a callback to that because they do it at the end of the track. Yeah. So I was stuck in this then, innit? Obviously, if it's legendary enough to have like Meth and Redman have a callback, to that song,
it's legendary enough for this
song.
Exactly, mate.
Legendary enough pick for this, man. That's for sure. And Sendog again, like smashes his verse on this fucking song, man. Such a good song. But yeah, Cock the Hammer was in as well. So it was close. Yeah,
I had so much fun revisiting this again, mate.
I did. This was so tough for me, man, because I thought I knew what it was, and then you listen. And you're like, fuck. I mean, I think the first track that I heard from was When the Shit Goes Down, but they changed it to Shit, didn't they?
Yes,
on the radio edit. When the ship goes down. So when you heard shit, I thought, oh, it's not a ship. I thought it's shit. I'm fucking mad. A to the K was up there. A to the K. E to the motherfucking C. And then we just kicks in, mate. That is gangster as you fucking want, mate.
Oh, boy.
But I've gone with I Ain't Going Out Like That. That bass line, mate.
Yeah, mate.
That fucking get out of here, mate.
Going out.
Yeah, it's just iconic, mate.
Going out like that.
Yeah,
What
it's
a tune,
just
mate,
it's just so good, mate. And yeah, when I listened to that again, out of a few, it was just this is just so standout.
Yeah,
it's just so standout.
What a record, man! Liquor Shot as well is a fucking great tune. I Want to Get High to open it is brilliant as well.
Oh God, mate! What Go Around, Come Around, Kid? That's a fucking banger as well, mate.
Probably my favorite hip hop album of all time.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, fucking, I love it, mate.
Yeah, incredible. Right then, album number 10, the superest of supergroups, The Damned Things, with their brilliant debut, Iconoclast, lads. This was a business shoe. This one for me, a business shoe in. We've got a situation here. Is one of my, not just my favorite tracks of this record, one of my favorite ever songs.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, wow.
Down it, that riff is one of the best riffs ever. Really unique, cool fucking riff. And in fact, this track is stuffed full of them. I tried to learn this song on guitar a while ago. It's so fucking, you wouldn't, listening to it, you wouldn't think it's so like complex to play, but the
Tough.
playing on this is genius, mate. One of the best choruses in rock music, full stop, is on this track. It's unbelievable. Buckley sounds unreal on this. This is where
Yes.
he really branched out into that. He really used his singing voice, branched out properly here, didn't he? And that's you can hear it then in latter Every Time I Die after that. The groovy section at the end is kind of similar to We Are Wolf as well from the Big Dirty. It's got that same like breakdown and build up. But that the situation is out of my hands. I got the crossfire in the crossfire. It's fucking brilliant. And have you seen the video to this as well?
I mean, I've seen the video.
I
Oh,
haven't
mate,
seen it.
you've got to see the music video to this. Scott Ian going around killing people with his guitar, shooting them and stuff. It's genius, mate, honestly. But yeah, We've Got a Situation
Nice.
here was instant pick for me on this one.
Okay, well, an instant pick for me was Bad Blood.
Oh, what a tune, mate.
Mate, absolute
Bad Blood
tune,
is a
mate.
tune.
It's such
Yeah.
a tune, and
Best
as-
catchy chorus in it.
oh
Fuck,
my
mate.
god! And you know, like Jim said, the versatility of Keith as a vocalist. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
when I was growing up, it was Buckley and Bannon were two of my favorite lyricists.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a line in there, and he's just like, "You gave me rope, so I'm hanging around," and I'm just like, "Fucking, he's fucking just so cool, man.
It's
He's
so
the coolest motherfucker, man.
yeah. It's so, mate, this
He's so
album
clever.
is Buckley on this album is brilliant.
Yeah,
And you can really hear where he went after this as well. You pushing those more melodic vocals. Just
Yeah.
fucking awesome, this record, mate.
yeah, yes, a worldie.
Yeah.
Right.
Def.
I've sandwiched in between you two because all I
go
want
on.
is another good time. It's Friday
Oh.
night. Oh, mate. Friday
down the
night.
flames, boy.
What a
Mate,
tune.
I've said it to you boys before. His vocal structure in that track is so catchy. It's fucking ridiculous, mate. His verses, the chorus, everything about that track, mate, just screams like a super anthemic rock banger.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fucking,
my
it's
God,
just
so
so
good.
catchy. And to come off from Bad Blood and then go on to We've Got Situation Here, it's another one of those like, Jesus Christ, this band is unstoppable. They're
Yeah.
fucking unstoppable. Yeah.
This album took a while to catch on for people to realize how brilliant it was.
That's very
But
cult, isn't it now?
I'm glad now, all these years later, people are realizing just what fucking phenomenal record this really is. I'm going to revisit that this week, I think.
Yeah, worth it. Always worth it.
Right then, album 11. Another underrated album, I think, here. Downs Over the Under. Third album, Down 3, if you want to call it that. Another business shoe for me, lads.
Yeah, I think I know what this is.
On March the Saints is the best
tune.
track on here. It's so soulful. It's so catchy. It's so uplifting. This is a staple summer track for me.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
Sun comes out, this tune comes out.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Anselmo vocal moments ever is on here. That there's no such thing as a good time for bad luck. Do.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fucking so good.
I love a stop-start riff.
Yes.
When a riff kicks in and it stops and then just drums and then the riff kicks back in all over this track. It's fucking phenomenal. And then you've got that heavy stomper riff that kicks in a little bit later that then goes back into that melodic riff again. On March the Saints, man. Worldy track. On March the Saints. Do.
Well, I'm not going to add anything else to that apart from that's my pick.
Yes, Daz. Come
yeah,
on.
I mean, it is a shooting.
March
Like,
the
it's just
Saints.
such a standout song, I think, for
Yeah.
on this album. You know, there's nothing else quite like it.
No, there isn't. It's quite a unique
That's the thing.
tune in Downs because it's very not poppy, but it's very like
Wish they
soulful.
bit more
it's
stuff
a-
like this, really, to be honest with
It's
you.
a
It's
bit
fucking
different,
wicked.
isn't it? Yeah.
But that line that you mentioned, so that's just so fucking good.
It's the way he delivers it, mate. It's just
Yeah.
perfection, isn't it? Because it kicks in
Yeah.
after the chorus, doesn't it? It kicks off the second verse. It's just brilliant the way he delivers that line.
Yeah, man. Outstanding song.
Wow.
On March the Saints there's one of two. There's two tracks on here that I knew that I was going to be fighting over. That was one. I've gone with Mourn.
Okay.
Mourn is a
Ooh,
fucking
crap.
tune.
That's
Mourn
left
is
field, Dev.
it is very left field. It's very
Yeah, but we love it.
yeah.
We
We
love
do.
it.
It's you know what I mean. It still retains that sort of down heaviness, that
Yeah.
down flavor, that arrogance from Phil. It's a different track from On March the Saints. It's like a polar opposite.
Yeah.
But it's very catchy, very very catchy. And
Oh,
yeah,
album's a
it was
banger,
it was
isn't it,
it
as
was
well?
always going to be out of them two. They were the two. Three stars, Three Sons and One Star is very good. The opener,
Yeah.
very good. But I think yeah, Mourn for me is just that's always the one that I would sort of lean towards.
That was close
on
in
this
my
particular
picks, mate.
album.
That was
Mourn's
like
a
runner
fucking
up.
tune, mate. It's a tune.
Yeah.
Wicked picks, lads. I like
Yeah.
that, Def. I like that little left field turn there. Daz, as a treat for you, album number 12, we've got Double Buckley, mate.
Oh,
We've got
mate.
Double
I
Buckley.
saw-
Double Buckley
I-
for Daz.
As soon as this came through, I was like, double Buckley. Yes.
Double Buckley, mate. Every
Yeah,
time I
man.
die, I think another underrated album, New
Yeah.
Junk Aesthetic. And I think the Every Time I Die tune, I fucking adore. Wanderlust is my pick off here. Morals are simply a matter of time. Where you lay your head, baby, just enough time. To me, one of their most underrated songs, I think.
Oh,
That
mate.
the line, oh Lord knows I'm tired, but I will rest my head until I'm home. Like, it's such a massive earworm. It goes in here and it sticks around in your brain for
Yeah.
the rest of the day, man.
Yeah.
There's so many cool fucking riffs and transitions on this song. Like, it's
Mm.
quite a long Every Time I Die song, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
4
over
minutes
4
10.
minutes, but
Yeah.
it does not sit still for a minute. Like, Jordan Buckley and Andy Williams, just one of the best guitar duos ever to do it. Belter of a tune, mate. I love Wanderlust so much, honestly.
Yeah, man. Me too. That's why I picked it as well.
Hey, come on, Dazza.
Yeah, man. It's so good, man. Like, as you said, the lyrics super memorable. Like, you know, I can't see where I've been, and only God knows where I'll be.
Yeah.
But there must be a place for a wretch like me. Morals are simply a matter of time. So good, man. The southern groovy riff on that as well that comes in like
Yeah.
mate. Oh, fuck me.
There's
So
too
good.
many good moments on this track.
Yes, yeah, and
It's unreal.
it's a great album, but this is still like a massive standout song.
Yeah,
off of it, I think.
I agree,
You
mate.
know,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was an album that I wasn't too familiar with. There's a few in the Every Time I Die discography.
Oh, that's nice, Daz. Did you enjoy Def? Sorry, did you enjoy going back to this then, or listening to this? Def, did you enjoy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. It was really, really good. And Wanderlust is the tune.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Part
it's
3, man.
It's
there
just
you go.
too
Fresh
good. Yeah.
Cheers. Death with the fresh is, mate. You know.
Yeah,
Fresh is.
I
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was. And
I like
it was.
That's
I
it.
always, you know, you two are the experts on this. You know what I mean? So I'm not even going to go near. You know, there's some albums I still haven't done. This was one that I hadn't done. So it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. You know, is it an album right up there for you two? New Junk Aesthetic, or is it sort of?
Again, I think it's if people are ranking their discography, it tends to be sort of
Mid,
middly towards the bottom, doesn't it? But
yeah,
it's.
I love this in the
if
Big
that's
Dirty,
middle to
probably,
bottom,
because there's more groove and more that like
yeah, they really embrace that
straightforward
southern stuff,
songwriting.
didn't they?
Oh
Yeah,
God,
but I love this and the Big Dirty, Def. If you've not done the Big Dirty, then you have to.
I'll have to get on that. I'm
Oh,
on that.
God,
that's
mate.
got We Are Wolf on it, mate. You're gonna fucking
You are
whip
going to
your
poo
old
your
man out
pants
for
when
that
you
one.
hear We Are Wolf, mate. I
Oh,
promise you,
fucking,
like,
I'm
you
noting.
are.
That's fucking getting done,
Oh
lads.
my
That is
God.
getting done.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yes, boy.
Yeah, man.
On
Here we
topic for
go.
this next one, on brand for today.
Oof.
Album 13, Gatecreeper, with their debut. Is it Sonoran? Is that how you pronounce it?
Sonoran, yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Sonor-
the desert, innit?
Sonoran.
Sonoran,
Yeah.
Sonoran Desert.
Sonoran
Yeah.
Deprivation. There was only one choice on here for me, boys.
Oh,
Okay, well, this is going to be interesting.
Flamethrower. Down,
oh,
down.
yes.
That riff from our boy Eric is an absolute worldie, mate. An absolute worldie. A fucking artillery tank of a tune. It's crushing everything in its path.
Hey, they were even fucking doing tanks then, isn't it?
The riff, mate, is just a world beater.
It is,
It's
mate.
just an incredible. It's like bolt thrower levels. That could have come off a bolt thrower. It's that fucking good. We've said it before. Chase has an inhumanly powerful voice. I don't know where it comes from, but this track is super catchy as well as being super fucking heavy, man. Yeah, flamethrower is what it says in the
Yeah,
title.
it
It's
does
a
put- yeah.
flamethrower.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, I picked Flamethrower as well.
Hey,
You know, I
me and you
mean,
guys have been in sync.
yeah,
now
we've
these
been
last
on
three,
sync,
innit?
man. I mean, look, it's why it's a staple in their live set.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it is. But Lost Forever, fucking hell, that was so close, mate. Lost Forever was so close. Criminally underrated that track, and the riff. There's a riff in there that's like a direct nod to like 1990s like New York hardcore.
Yeah.
So fucking sick. And then Desperation as well, well in the mix. 1 minute 56 seconds, like pure hardcore onslaught. Probably the
Aggro.
hardest track on the record, and
Yeah.
that was in with a shout, but has to be Flamethrower.
Flamethrower is the one, man.
Yeah.
I haven't picked Flamethrower,
Oh,
Ooh.
good.
but
That's good.
I'm on point because it's Desperation.
Oh, sick.
Desperation,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
A track under 2 minutes that's literally going to smash your fucking face in bits.
That's it.
And like you said, with that hardcore edge to it,
Oh,
yes, mate,
mate.
give it to me. Track 3 as well. After the opening 2 tracks, mate, yeah, on a
Yeah.
roll, mate. Desperation is a fucking banger.
Mate, it is a banger.
What an album.
Absolute
What
banger.
a band.
Mm.
Can't wait
Can't
for that
wait
new
for
one to
oh
drop now,
God,
boys,
mate.
honestly.
Can't wait.
Right, album 14 then. Hatebreed with the rise of brutality. You know what it is. I'll be your doomsayer. That riff, mate, it's one of the hardest tunes ever committed to tape this.
Yeah.
I love that bit where he goes, that bit, the I'll be your dooms, and it's got that uber deep fucking death metal growl behind Jasta doing that at 120 is the sickest shit you'll hear. And the breakdown at the end is one of the GOAT breakdowns, isn't it?
Yes,
God,
mate.
Yeah, it is.
One of the GOAT breakdowns, one of the
Yeah.
hardest live songs ever. Doomsayer is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yep. My pick as well, mate.
Come on, Dazza.
Your doomsayer, motherfucker.
The motherfucker is one of the best
Oh,
motherfuckers ever committed,
God.
isn't it?
Oh my
Like,
God, dude.
Jasta is
Yeah,
buzzing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and this was the hard one as well, because, you know, Rise of Brutality is another album that's just front to back.
Yeah.
Stacked with bangers, man. But
It's
this,
underrated. It's an underrated album, man.
It's brilliant, mate.
yes, fucking, it's up there for me, mate.
I haven't gone with Doomsayer.
Oh, I love
Okay.
this, Steph.
love
I
it as
have
well.
gone with tear it down now. Fuck me, mate. What a fucking opener. Remember when we see him, Jim, at Electric Ballroom?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, are they going to play Tear It Down? Because they're playing this sort of era.
No.
Mate, it's one of the hardest riffs, mate. And Jammy just sounds on fucking fire, man. He's got a blap in there.
Jammy.
And also,
Yeah,
to
it does.
reprise the last riff off of Perseverance to open this album is
Jesus
genius.
Christ, mate. That riff, mate, is fucking just, mate, it's too good. And again, it's under 2 minutes. It's just, the perfect opening track, mate, because it's no intro, no bullshit. Yeah, it's straight in, mate. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. Love it.
God, I love Hatebreed.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Fucking love Hatebreed. Right then, album 15. We're going off the beaten path again.
Oh, God, this was hard.
One of the best albums of the 90s, no question. The Prodigy with music for the jilted generation. There was three.
There were
There were three tracks in here, man.
Oh, God, mate.
Poison, No Good, but my choice, Voodoo People.
Magic
Oh.
people, voodoo people,
Voodoo people.
voodoo people's a shoe.
It
mate.
ain't metal, but this hits as hard as any
Yes.
metal album. Like, and the reason I've gone with this, within 30 seconds, this track's exploded into fucking just an atom bomb of a tune. The way Liam builds up layers in his music is actual fucking genius. He is a musical genius.
Oh, he
Liam
is,
Howlett.
mate. He is. Yeah.
But this has got my favorite non-guitar riff ever in this song. Do 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 do.
Come on, mate.
It's, mate, that bit comes in, that beat kicks in, and I'll fucking spin kick old ladies out of Asda. I'll tell you, like, it's
It's
just
iconic, mate.
yeah, it's that riff is unreal, and
Yeah.
that's why I had to go with that track.
Great choice, mate.
Cheers, mate.
I was also going to go with that, but I haven't. I haven't gone with that because I quite like "Fuck 'em and their law."
Oh, their law,
So
mate. It's,
hard,
Yeah,
mate.
their law, mate. It's so hard, man. Like it's the fucking probably the hardest song on this album. I reckon.
It
it's when
easy.
those.
Fuck
It's
'em,
when the
their law.
drums
Fuck 'em.
kick in. It's when that
Oh.
drums kick in.
Yeah,
They
mate.
just sound. Yeah, it's got that
Yeah.
slap to it, and it's like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, mate.
Yeah, it's
Hard
a
as
proper like
nails, their law is, mate.
rebellion anthem as well. That is, mate.
Yeah,
So
it is. Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
bit of me. That
Yeah,
Yeah.
pure guitars, man. That was one choice for me. Voodoo People was one choice. Full Throttle is a fucking underrated track as well.
It is.
I've gone with No Good Start the Dance.
Oh,
That is just
Oh,
pure
timer.
hard. That's like a hardcore classic, man. Just
all
you know,
timer, mate.
do 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 do. It's just iconic, and the core. Everyone knows it because then Oxide and Neutrino did it. It was made even bigger. It's just it's
that's
just
double
fucking
drop
brilliant.
territory, isn't it?
No good, mate. It's, yeah.
Gurning your way out of back.
Yeah, no good, mate. It's just
No,
yeah.
no, good for me. That's one of the best vocal hooks ever.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
catchy, mate. So good, man.
God, I
Another
love
iconic
Prodigy.
song that is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is,
That
mate.
Voodoo
any of
People, man.
those first load of Prodigy albums would have been a
Yeah.
difficult
God,
pick.
mate. Yes, mate.
Right, okay, next album 16 then. Mastodon with Emperor of Sand. Now, I put this one in, Daz, because you're not the world's biggest Mastodon fan, but I know
No.
you really, really fucking took to this album when you did it not too long ago, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
So I stuck this in.
Yeah, man.
On some days, this is my favorite Mastodon album.
Yeah.
And the track I've gone with is Steam Breather. Beautiful fucking song. That laid back groove of a riff in the verse. It's got an absolutely fucking sublime chorus. This I
Yeah.
wonder who
Who
so good. It's got that, the album obviously has got that, like the emperor, and he's in the desert, and the story is like a metaphor of wandering through the desert. This has got that you're hallucinating in a desert feel and you're lost.
So verses, it's the guitar sound in the verse. Yeah.
This Steam Breather, and I saw them live on this album, man, and this song is just like transcendental. It's transcendental, where you know, you yeah, that it had that effect live, man. It's absolutely brilliant. Steam Breather.
I went with Clandestiny.
Oh, what a tune!
Oh yes, mate.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's just so much going on this song, man. You know, there's that kind of weird 80s Twilight Zone Stranger Things synths and that come in, and
Yeah.
there's the robot vocal decoder and laser sounds, and
Yeah,
I just felt that was like such a standout moment when I was like listening through to this record again, you know, and I was just like, fucking hell, they were doing some like insane shit on this like album, and on this track in particular as well. I thought, you know, and the solo over the vocals of Save Your Life, It's All We Need. Unreal,
what
mate.
a moment that is, mate.
Fucking hell, mate. Oh my god, bro.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Great
good.
pick,
But
mate. Great pick, mate.
Show Yourself was in there as well, and Roots
Yeah,
Remain, and
catchy.
Ancient Kingdom as well. Yeah, like, I mean, what a record, mate.
Great record. Really great record, mate.
Unbelievable.
I will keep it straightforward. Steam Breather. Just
Yes.
too
Nice.
good, mate. It's
Yeah.
too good. It's just got everything like what Jim's. It takes you into that moment, and then the chorus is just this big, massive explosion. It just has everything I want in a classic Mastodon track. It's so catchy as well. Vocals are incredible. Everything about it. 5 minutes of just pure fucking brilliance.
Yeah.
I love it.
Agreed, mate. There's a making of documentary Daz on YouTube. If you get in that afternoon with an hour or two spare, watch that, mate. It's fucking brilliant.
It's really
And,
good,
yeah.
mate. It's a really good one.
Consider it added up.
Right then, album 17. I won't have any arguments here. The best Morbid Angel album, Covenant.
Yeah.
And the track.
It is.
Hang on a minute.
I know. Sorry, Def.
Sorry, Def.
The track I had to go with, man.
I know what you're going with.
You know it's God of Emptiness, mate.
Yes.
One of the coolest metal songs ever. When a track's introduced you by Beavis and Butthead, you know it's going to be brilliant. It's lurching, it's evil, it's twisted. The bow to me graciously, bow to me. Like, it's iconic. God of Emptiness is an iconic death metal song, and
Yeah.
it was an instant. Yes, that's the one, mate.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it was just too hard. I must have listened to this
Sorry,
album
mate.
like just for the purposes of this episode. I listened to this album fucking probably about 10 times. I was like, I can't fucking deal with it. But if I had
Sorry,
to
bruv.
pick, it would probably be Vengeance is Mine.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
I think I
Wicked,
would have
mate.
gone with that, you know. But Lion's Den, Blood on My Hands, Angel of Disease, Sworn to Black as well. They were all in there, mate. For me, it's
Angel
just
of Disease, man.
oh, Angel of Disease, mate. Fucking hell. But yeah, I mean, again, you could pick any song off of here, and
Yeah.
it'd be a worldie. So
Yeah.
What did you get, Def?
This was a shoe-in for me. Shoe-in.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I knew Pain Divine. Shut the book.
Nice.
Pain Divine, mate, is
Shut
one
the
of my probably a top
Can't shut the
five.
book, Def. There's a lot of other songs on here.
Probably a top 5 Morbid Angel track for me. Pain Divine is fucking incredible.
Oh, mate. We're going to have to do a Morbid Angel top tracks at some point soon.
Too
my
good,
God.
mate. Pain Divine is sensational, mate. Coming off the bat of Rapture. Rapture was a massive track
Rapture's
to open.
wicked.
God of Emptiness was up there as well because of that Beavis and Butthead. I remember it.
Yeah.
And it sticks with you. But Pain Divine, man, is just fuck me. Yes.
Unreal, mate. Unreal.
That's
record.
why they're my babies.
Yep. Right then. Album 18. Underrated again. Opeth, Watershed is the
Fuck
record.
me, yes.
The Lotus Eater is the tune for me,
Straight in. Well done, mate.
Straight in. Opeth classic. Everything that you want from them is here. 8 minutes 51 of just prog death metal brilliance. It's heavy as hell. It's beautiful. It's serene. Ackerfeld's cleans on this track are majestic. This is a fucking stunning piece of songwriting, mate. The Lotus Eater. I love this track.
Yep, my pick too. The synths, the
We're in
riffs,
tune here,
the
Daz.
transitions,
Yep.
everything. Unbelievable, mate.
Yeah.
Top Opeth track.
Doesn't get enough love, this record.
No, it
mate,
doesn't. It's
crazy.
underrated as fuck, man.
Yeah.
What you got, Def?
Not the Lotus Eater, but we go back a track, Hair Apparent, which I've mentioned so many fucking times. You know, coming after Coil, that's that lushful intro into the horror of Hair Apparent, the fucking combo of them two.
Yes,
Hair
mate,
Apparent.
it is big, like shifting moods, isn't it?
Shift, mate. That intro, it's like that weird noise. Sometimes you got to sort of take your headphones on. It's like something's going to blow up in your ear. The guitars just sound fucking nasty. And when that riff kicks in, man, with his fucking deep growls, mate, it's unbelievable, mate.
Easily one of the best death metal vocalists in history.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
The death metal growl is
it's brilliant. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, what a record, man. Watershed. Go and listen to it if it's one you've written.
It's one of my favorites.
Because
it's one of my favorites from them. It's that good.
Fucking wicked, man. Oh god, this next one. Right, album 19. Power Trip with Manifest Decimation. The track I picked, I think, is as good as anything on Nightmare Logic. Crossbreaker is the tune.
Okay.
Crossbreaker is the tune. It's a thrash fucking anthem. Def, something I twigged with me when I was listening to this the other day. The riff is definitely a nod to Megadeth's Wake Up Dead. You know that
it bugged me for ages because it was like, I know this
that
riff.
pattern.
I
Yeah.
know it, and it bugged me. Yeah, it is.
It's the riff in Wake Up Dead, isn't it?
Yeah,
Towards
yeah.
the end. What a fucking riff, man. Riley's vocals on here are pure power. Like a one-word chorus should not be that effective. Like it's just so fucking sick. And the guitar tone on this record is the one to end all guitar tones. It's just so fucking brilliant, man. Yeah, what a band, what a record, what a tune Crossbreaker is.
Mate, I've gone with Catch or Be Caught, Shoot or Be Shot, Murderers Row.
Oh yes, mate.
Mate,
yes.
so good, mate. Murderers
Yeah.
Row, man, so fucking good. And he goes, Murderers Row, go! And like that dive bomb, fucking into that second solo, not the first one, the second one of that song. Chef's kiss, mate, in it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it is Chef's Kiss.
But yeah, Heretics Fork, Power Trip, Hammer of Doubt. Fucking what an album.
Yeah, it gets overshadowed a bit by, well,
Yes.
a lot by Nightmare Logic, but Manifest Decimation is fucking wicked, mate.
It is wicked.
Yeah, so good.
My pick, as you mentioned it, not Murderers Row, Hammer of Doubt, to end
Hammer of Doubt.
an album with a 6.5 minute fucking epic, mate. That is as good as what they have done over the. It's just a phenomenal end track to a phenomenal album. It shows that they can layer their music, from those 3 minute sort of thrash bangers and spread it, double the time. It's just a fucking awesome effort. The Power Trip was very close to being the fave. Those last two tracks for me, man, are fucking unbelievable. But Hammer of Doubt is just a special track because it's a perfect end track. It couldn't fit anywhere else on the album.
Agreed,
for
mate.
me.
Yeah. Written it purposefully to close an album is
Perfect.
genius.
Absolutely perfect.
And here's hoping they're back and we get some new tunes.
Yes.
So we've had Deffer's #1 album in the last decade. Now we've got Daz's Rivers of Nile, Where Owls Know My Name. Masterpiece. No other word for this album.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a masterpiece. The track I've gone for is A Home. It was the first Rivers of Nile track I heard, and it absolutely fucking floored me when I first heard this track. The chorus is incredible. The lyrics are beautiful. It's crushingly heavy, but it's soulful. It's melodic. Incredible songwriting craft. This album just exploded when it came out, and it's like A Home is a masterpiece track from a masterpiece album, mate. There's no other words for this record.
Yeah, like it's the same. Mine's A Home as well. It's just so good, isn't it? Like the lyrics as well. You could have had all you wanted.
Yeah,
you could build it all from nothing. You can live a life alone, but you can never call this home. Fucking beautiful, unbelievable, mate. It's unbelievable, mate. The riffs and stuff. King Today, Fall Forever. Fucking soaring leads, insane techie fucking riffs, transitions, the soft parts, the Soundgarden-esque solo at like 3 minutes in. What's it out? I had a fucking absolute joy re-listening to this record, mate.
Yeah, it's a brilliant album. This is the track that just always hits me every time. Like it's a brilliant piece of music, mate.
Yeah. Word to that.
I've gone with the track after that, Old Nothing. That is just again, it's that aggressive-y Rivers. Those blast beats. It's like a funny pattern to it. The vocals sound great. It's such a great sort of continuation from A Home. It's just them sort of thinking, right, let's fucking bring it home now. You know what I mean? We've had A Home, we'll fucking take it. Old Nothing is just 4 minutes 44. and it's good for my OCD. 444, great,
Yeah.
easy to remember. It's
Yeah,
just
good.
great. It's a banger. It's
Yeah.
a fucking banger.
Def
Like,
are
yeah,
on,
whole album
wonderful
goes.
album,
Yeah.
wonderful album.
yeah, Def
Yeah.
are on brand again. Love
On
that.
brand.
On brand.
Right, I'm 21 then. Sixth, one of the most underrated bands well, before their time bands in metal history.
Jesus, mate, yes.
Death of a Dead Day, which is a fucking masterpiece of a record. The track I've gone with is Where Do We Fall?
Oh,
Yeah.
the end
Ooh.
track.
One of the more
Ish. Oh, blimey.
simpler sixth tracks, maybe, in
Yeah,
terms of
yeah.
arrangements, but man, is this song fucking incredible. It's got beautiful melodic verses, a chorus the size of a skyscraper. Of course, you get them little weird off kilter moments because it's sick. You just do. But listen to that verse, man, and just tell me that doesn't like move you to places, man. It's just phenomenal. This song. It's a brilliant album. But Where Do We Fall is a 10 out of 10 world beater of a song.
I didn't think you would go. Yeah, that's
Oh god, it's so good. So good.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, this is an album that, like, it's weird because I only ever really sort of went in on them from The Trees Are Dead and Dried Out.
Oh mate, this
Like, and that's kind of where I lived.
is a way better album.
God, mate, Daz, this is
a
honestly.
way better album. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd obviously did this album a few times, but for me, I think the opener, Bland Street Bloom,
Tune.
is the one that I'm going to pick from this one, man. You
It's a
know,
brilliant track, mate.
yeah, it's just like quintessential sixth, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and again, the back half of the song is just an enjoyable mess into a brilliant breakdown.
Yeah.
Sold. You know,
Blind Street Blue.
it's just got such a lot of power and riz about it.
Yeah, mate.
You know?
It really has.
It's
They
got
were
the
full of
riz,
riz,
mate.
mate, I tell you.
Yeah, they have the riz, man. So
Too much for their time.
yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
I've gone with Flogging the Horses. It was always going to be that.
Ah,
It's
Well,
just
mate,
chaotic.
super close for me, mate. That was the
It's
runner up.
It's just that vocal intro that flogging the horses. It's just way fucking his style of
Yeah,
vocal,
mate.
mate. A fucking suit, and it, like I said, I love those off-kiltered bits.
Yeah.
That's what makes sick. You know what I mean? Because it's
Mm.
just all over the place, but it's understandable. You get it, and like I said, you know, flogging the horses is just fucking carnage of a track, but it's just so good, man. I love it.
Yeah. Unbelievable record, this, isn't it? Like,
Oh
just
God, mate, it's a classic, absolute
masterpiece.
classic.
Yeah. 3 different picks there. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Right, okay, album 22. One of the heaviest albums ever to go into Billboard #1. Blast beats all over the shop. Slipknot's Iowa. This was real tricky, this one. But I've gone with a bit of a maybe left field pick here. I've gone with Everything Ends.
Oh wow!
Okay, yeah, that is. I would say that's very left field.
Saw them at Download, mate, headlining back a good few years ago. And this song, I don't know why, on that day just hit me like a ton of bricks the night they played it. It's real dark, it's real aggressive. That riff that kicks in at 2 minutes 20 is an all-time favorite riff of mine. You are all fucked and overrated. I think I'm gonna be sick. Like, Corey just sounds like off the rails on this. Joey's drumming obviously is incredible all over this record, but yeah, Everything Ends, man. It's the track. I don't know what it is about that track, but just really like fucking gets me every time, mate.
I wasn't expecting that, Jim.
No,
to be
I
honest.
wasn't expecting that, mate.
No,
That's
no.
a fucking great pick, mate.
Yeah, man. I've gone straight away Left Behind, mate. Shoeing.
Oh,
It's a classic, innit?
It's got to be, yeah, it's an
Anthem.
anthem. I absolutely like rinsed this like when it came out as a single. So
Yeah.
just, you know, I'll record this on VHS and just keep replaying it.
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them in
so,
the day, mate.
yeah,
Back in the
easy.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, easy, mate, for me.
Well, get left behind.
Def?
That was close for me.
That's got the most heaviest
I've
track on the album, isn't it?
I've gone with it's got my
people
favorite. It's got
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
breakdowns in a Slipknot track, mate. Do 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 do. Nobody stop me. Do, 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 do. That fucking breakdown, mate. It's just so good. Disaster Piece is a fucking masterpiece, mate. It's so, and you got the best opening line in any metal track. I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound. Get out of here, mate. No one else has beaten that.
Yeah,
Iconic. Iconic.
That's naughty, that, isn't it? That line.
Very naughty. Very, and to open with that, yeah. Disaster Piece, mate, is just fucking great, mate.
Quality, mate.
That
Quality.
breakdown at the beginning,
Yeah,
mate, sealed it. It sealed. It's just, yeah. Come on.
Forget it. Right, we're sticking in that same world then for album 23, System of a Down with their debut record. I prefer this way more than Toxicity.
I really enjoyed going back to this album, I have to admit.
Yeah, mate. I've gone with the track No.
Oh wow.
A sub 3-minute barn burner, mate. This big chunky boy riffs, got that weird like shuffly burst to it. Simple yet brilliant chorus. You never think, it's the death metal fucking gut.
Yeah.
The why. Can you believe a one-word chorus again? No, you can't. It breaks down and builds back up into that fucking wicked chorus again at the end. Under 3 minutes, vital song from a vital record. This, I reckon, is a fucking brilliant tune, mate.
Yeah, man. My pick, I've just gone with Sugar Man. Like it's got to be
Sugar. Yeah,
Sugar. I play Russian roulette every day. A man's sport with a medical life.
Oh, mama, cold life.
Mate, yeah, it's just I mean, the main riff's iconic, mate, isn't it? We keep saying that today, and it's just one of the biggest boppers known to man. That riff.
Yeah. You're your mushroom people. It's such a fucking mental record. This like it's amazing they ever got where they to the heights they did off the back of music like this.
Oh god.
Yeah, man.
I've gone with Soil. Soil is a fucking tune, man.
Yeah,
heavy as fuck. Yep. Carnage, as what you expect from System of a Down. Nothing stays the same. There's always, it goes up and down, up and down. It's a proper roller coaster. Every track is, but Soil is just fucking nuts. That riff is just fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sounds incredible. But yeah, I fucking enjoyed going back on this album, mate. System of a Down, so good, man.
Yeah, but this is by far my favourite.
I agree. Records, it's the best album. I
love this record. Okay, talking of records we absolutely love. We're into the final straight. Album 24, Rancid, with maybe the best punk album ever recorded. And out come the Wolves. You had about 400 tunes to pick off this one, so this was different. This was difficult.
This was difficult, mate.
But I've gone with Time Bomb as my favourite song.
Oh, tune, mate.
The Time Bomb.
Black or white shoes, black. First Rancid song I ever heard on MTV2. Like you, Daz, I sat there all summer holiday. Remember that glorious 6-week summer holiday? Watching MTV2, waiting just to press record on the video so I could watch it back. Instantly fell in love with this band, with this song. The genius of Rancid is that in under 2 minutes 30, you feel like you know the dude that they're singing about, like he's been your best mate for years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's mad. Never fails to get me, this track. Another summer staple for me. Yeah, Time Bomb is a all-time worldie, man.
Yeah, I mean, what an album, mate.
Yeah.
Time Bomb was up there, but I've gone with Maxwell Murder, I think.
Maxwell Murder's the classic, mate.
You know, absolute classic. The bass solo.
Yeah.
Everything about it, mate.
Yeah.
Is unreal. So yeah, I mean, it was the first one that I just thought of, to be honest with you, Maxwell Murder, and I was like, yeah, it's this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just so good, isn't it? It's so good.
It's so good, mate.
Unbelievable.
Oh God, I struggled with this to get a favourite because, Jim, when we saw them, we were reeling off the tracks we wanted to hear from this album, and they played all of them, and we were going nuts to every single one. So going back on it, it was like, is it Ruby Soho? Is it Time Bomb? Is it Roots Radical? I've gone with Listed MIA. Because it's just, it's anthemic, in it? That chorus, man, it's just, It's unforgettable, man.
It is.
It's a good sing along, and again, in that 2 sort of minutes 20 sort of time, it's enough. It's just a feel good fucking Rancid track, man. It's so catchy as well. Yeah. Listed MIA. Check it out. I'm never coming back again. Oh, it's too good, mate. It's too
So
good.
good.
Had to be that.
Talking of feel good music, album 25,
Hey.
Turnstile, non-stop feeling, brilliant, brilliant debut album from one of the fucking world's biggest bands. I've gone with Can't Deny It off this off this album. I've just gone for it, mate, for that ridiculously infectious chorus. It's so fucking simple yet so brilliant. They've got a magic that like not many other bands have. You've got like them super stompy riffs, that really cool 90s guitar flavored lines. Can't deny it, dude. What a band, what a fucking tune, and what an album this is, mate.
Yeah,
by the way, as a debut record.
Yeah, great pick, mate. Can't deny it's a fucking worldie. Drops a fucking worldie.
Drop is so good.
Drop's so good. But I've gone with the Gravity. It's just the gravity, mate. Great fucking song.
If feeling is what they want, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
is what they get.
Perfect opener for this sort of album, man.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah.
Wicked riff again in that one.
Yeah, absolutely banging, mate.
I've gone with Phased Out.
Oh, Phased Out.
Phased Out's a fucking tune, man.
It is, mate. Yeah,
so good, so heavy, so on Turnstile. Fucking yeah, it's too good, man. What such a good album. I hadn't listened to it for ages.
No, me either.
So I didn't even recognize any of it when I went back to it, and it was just fucking hell. That's a banger. That's a banger. That's a banger. Too good, mate.
Yeah, ridiculous, mate. What a band. Okay, album 26, Twitching Tongues. In Love There Is No Law. This was a simple one again for me. Straight in. World War V is the track. The first Twitching Tongue song I ever heard. The mosh part riff at 1 minute 50 is fucking brilliant. It's got that like kind of dark typo negative feel in the verse. Boots off into like a thrashier section, and the end, mate, that you can die in pain or live another day. You must fight to survive. This is World War V. Is fucking so sick. Forget about it. Get out of it. World War V is unbelievable.
Yeah. World War V is unbelievable, Jim. And you know what else is unbelievable?
What's that?
Preacher Man.
Yeah, it is.
Like, yeah, I love Preacher Man. It's so fucking like Insidious, mate. The song, like it's actually insane. You know, and breakdown at the end.
Yep.
You know, why ain't he preaching no more?
If it's a deeply personal song as well. If you've heard like Colin explain what it's about, which adds even weight. Essentially, long story short, mate, his parents split, and the preacher man is the man who moved into his house.
Oh, okay.
So it's the line like, "Why can't I see my daddy no more?"
Oh, yeah.
So it's a really deeply personal song, that as well, mate. So
yeah,
wicked,
it feels like it felt like it as well. To be fair,
you
can pick that up.
I've gone for something different, which is good, and I've gone with a track. As soon as I heard it, it was Jesus Christ. Feed Your Disease is a fucking banger of a track.
Yeah, it's hard, mate, isn't it?
It's like 94 Machine Head.
Yes,
in
mate.
Twitching Tongue, those fucking pinches, the way he sounds like Rob Flynn, it has that Machine Head mid-90s vibe to it. It's so fucking good, man. Yeah, that pinches in the chorus, mate. Oh, get out of here, mate.
Mate, you know they were like, Taylor was obviously inspired a lot by Burn My Eyes. Like, do you know what I mean? So you can hear it in that.
You can hear it in that, mate. Such a good track, man. I love it.
Right then, penultimate album, lads. 27, Unto Others, with their brilliant debut album, Manna, when they were Idle Hands. There were so many on here I could have picked, but goodness me, Jackie is one of the best songs.
I mean, this has got to be an all Def. You must have this as well. Have you got this?
Is this a 3 for 3?
Unfortunately, not.
All right. Well, I'm in with Jim.
Yeah.
So Jackie,
Mate,
always.
goth with a double F, heavy metal brilliance, this, isn't it? Like,
Double F.
again,
Yeah.
that chorus is just, they must have had to have planning permission for that chorus. Like,
Oh my
to
God,
come out of
dude.
a track as brilliant as this on your debut album is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, it's
this is a
insane.
perfect song. It's literally perfect.
It's a stadium anthem, isn't it? Stadium anthem when you've
Yeah.
just dropped your debut.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Oh, Jackie. Like, and it sounds massive live as well, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
huge,
mate.
man.
what a tune Jackie is, man. Goodness me. Goodness me.
Goodness me.
You gone for the same, Daz?
Yeah, I've gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jackie. Yeah,
I've gone with
definitely.
another absolute fucking anthemic. Give me to the night.
Oh,
So
yes,
catchy.
Give me
mate.
to the
Give me
night.
to the night. Yeah.
Give me to the
Yeah.
Yankee.
Take me away. Oh, come on, mate. It's too good, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
mate,
close.
honestly.
There was two
Close.
or three on here that were close,
Yeah.
but Give Me to the Night is just, it's
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
What
wonderful pick, Dan.
a
yeah.
record, lads. What a
It is,
record.
mate. It is.
Give me to the night.
Mate, I had to pick up that reissue as well, like recently, Manor, when they changed their name.
Yeah,
Eisen
yeah. You
Ward,
have
I
to
think,
have this, mate, don't
Productions.
you?
Yeah, you have to have it, mate. It's going in the car all the time.
Yeah. Perfect driving album, mate. No question.
No question.
Well then, lads, that takes us to our final album then. Album 28, Watain with The Wild Hunt. I've gone with the title track on this, lads. I love when Watain spread their wings into these like epic, windswept, fucking moody.
It's very different. It's very different if you were not expecting it to be Watain. If someone said, "Oh, this is Watain," you'd be like, "Fuck off."
No, it's not.
That ain't Watain.
Yeah, yeah. It's dark, it's moody, it's regal sounding. It's worthy of being the title track on a fucking exceptional record. The Wild Hunt is a brilliant.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of shit on a bit, I think. Wild Hunt for some reason.
I don't understand it, does.
I don't know why. It's weird.
I don't.
I think it's because of the experimentation, I think.
I love that though, because then when they went back to the pure black metal after,
it even hits even harder.
Yeah, it's even harder. Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
But yeah, I went with the song after that, Jim, Outlaw.
Oh, yes, mate. Great tune.
I think that kind of, I think it's just sort of like I feel like it almost personifies them quite well, because it's like black metal, but it's kind of like thrashy, punky, sort of anti-establishment in it, outlaw, and it's got a lot of attitude to it and grit. I loved it.
Yeah, so. Agreed, mate. It is Watain in a song, isn't it? Personified.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So,
there was 3 tracks that stood out for me. All That May Bleed, which was a fucking great track. They rode on. I mean, for Watain to do a nearly 9-minute track,
unbelievable,
and for it to sound so fucking good, that was so close. But I'm going with Jim's pick, The Wild Hunt, the title track.
Oof.
That's something else, man. That title track's something else.
Yeah, it is. It's special, isn't it? That
it is special. They were the 3 that really stood out for me. Those tracks, but The Wild Hunt just has everything. Yeah, great album. Really fucking enjoyed that.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Yeah, it was a great listen.
Yeah. What a beautiful way to end it. I hope you boys enjoyed revisiting a load of these albums.
I really
did.
Of course, mate. Of course.
Yeah.
When I was doing it, I was just like, oh, fucking hope we do another one of these soon.
We will, mate. We'll definitely put another one together.
Yeah, it's great as well, because then the listeners can sort of like do it as well. And revisit
exactly
stuff that they might not have listened to for ages.
That's it.
Everyone wins.
Maybe next time we'll get people to suggest albums to us to do as well.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah,
might get all kinds of manner of fucking crazy shit we've never had before. So
well, sure we will.
So yeah, like that said, we'll probably bang up a list on Twitter over the next couple of days. So of course, as always, get your picks in to us. Twitter at BangersP, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Bangers and Mosh Podcast. Search us up, you'll find us there. We will be back very soon, but until then, thanks for tuning in to Bangers and Mosh, the podcast for heavy music. Party on, dudes.
Not throw.